A decision by authorities in the West Bank city of Ramallah to name their streets after prominent Palestinians is proving controversial. As RT's Paula Sleer reports, some streets have been named after people who Israel accuses of planning suicide bombings, but who Palestinians regard as martyrs and heroes.
In Palestinian Ramallah, they're naming their streets to celebrate the city's 100th birthday.
This is a human right for the citizens to know where they are.
Imagine navigating your way around here with no street signs to help. Well, until 2 years ago, that was the case.
In Ramallah, there were no numbers for the houses and no names for the streets.
But now Yasser Arafat gets a street, as does a neighborhood that used to exist in Arab Jaffa in the 1930s. The neighborhood's long since disappeared. And this street, a call for Palestinian refugees to return to Israel. The criteria are simple: Palestinian heroes, places and ideas supported by the people.
We don't differentiate between Public Front or Fatah or Hamas.
If anything, the opposite. Members of both groups are glorified, which might surprise those who think Palestine's most modern city would shy away from praising Hamas stalwarts. Like this main thoroughfare, named after Chief Hamas bomb maker Yahya Ayash. Dubbed the Engineer, for 3 years he was the most wanted man by Israel for his part in suicide bombings that killed 90 Israelis, until he himself was eliminated.
Anyone who is killed by the Israelis, even by car accident, is considered a murder.
And this martyr was killed by the Israeli Internal Security Service after they tricked a friend of his into giving him a cell phone that was booby-trapped. 14 years on, his family is as proud as ever.
I'm very pleased they've named roads and streets after him. My son is in my heart and I miss him. He's the hero of Palestine.
But not all street names are Palestinian. Rachel Corey was an American activist who was killed by an Israeli bulldozer during a demonstration in Gaza in 2003. The decision to name this busy street in Ramallah after her was unanimous. Rachel was part of the International Solidarity Movement, a group Israelis charge aids Hamas and other Palestinian extremist groups.
The people in the West Bank are fed up with the way that they have been ruled during the past 15 years, and they're eager to try something else.
Polls show Hamas growing in popularity in the West Bank as talks between rival Palestinian faction Fatah and Israel deadlock.
Hamas is changing. Hamas is trying to speak with the West in the language that the West understands.
And as the new street signs go up in Ramallah, it's becoming more and more clear. Hamas is also speaking in a language Palestinians here understand. Paula Sleer, RT, Ramallah.